Hi everyone, it's Mrs. Ailstack again. In this video, I will be reviewing your weekly grade for the IXL diagnostic. All right, as you can see here, I'm already logged into IXL, but one thing that I always check, and I encourage you guys to always check, is look up in this top corner and make sure that you're signed in. It should say welcome, comma, and then instead of seeing my picture, you should see your first name and last name. You always want to double check that because it doesn't always save your login information, and it would be really unfortunate for you to spend all this time, do all this work, and not be signed in. Because if you're not signed in, I can't see your progress, and therefore you can't get a grade. Okay? So just build that habit. Always make sure you're signed in. For the weekly diagnostic grade, you are required to answer 15 questions in the math diagnostic arena. And this is separate from the 15 questions you need to answer for ELA, all right? So in total, you need to answer 30 questions weekly, all right? Let's focus in on the math one though. If we look up here, this front page is where you can see your recommended skills. Now these recommended skills are not specifically for a grade, but that's what helps you improve your diagnostic score, all right? But to actually do the diagnostic, the part that you get that weekly grade for, you want to click right here on the diagnostic tab. Once that loads, it's going to let you know how you're doing. Now this person has not completed enough questions to even get a score yet. But everyone in here should have a score, because remember, that's what we focused on last semester, is that you needed to get a score and get all 6 stars. This semester, we're going to focus on practicing each week so that way we can update our score, we continue to review those past skills so that way we can keep our memories fresh and improve upon our score at the beginning of the year. So once you check out where you're working, in order to actually work in the diagnostic arena, you need to click on this button right here, Step into the Arena. If you choose a recommended skill, that's great. You want to be working on those, but that's not part of this. Those are 2 separate things, which is why I kind of keep repeating that. So to answer your 15 questions for math and then a separate 15 questions for ELA, you click right here, Step into the Arena. All right, once you step into the arena, it automatically is set for you to see both math and English questions together. And if you like doing that way, then that's totally fine. But for me, that would make it hard for me to keep track and know if I've answered enough questions. I personally would recommend that you change the setting and you sit down one day and specifically work on math, get your 15 questions done, and then a separate day or at a separate time, sit down and get your 15 questions done for ELA. Now to show you that, I am going to need to change up my camera size here. All right, so right here, now that we can see this, there's a double circle and then there's a little upside down caret. If we click on that, we can see our 3 settings. So right now it's selected for you to see math and language arts together. But if we choose this, it will only give you math questions. Or if you want to switch and only do language arts, it'll only show you those. When you're working in the math diagnostic arena, remember that this is to update your score. And it's not counted as a question if you click, I haven't learned this yet. So please make sure that you are legitimately answering every single question so that way you can get your point each week. All right, if you guys have any questions, as always, feel free to either ask me during our sessions, come to my help session, or of course, send me an email and I will be happy to assist. All right, bye guys.